Okay guys, this is a quick tutorial on how to use SketchUp to simply create your little Baubox. First thing you're going to do once you've opened SketchUp is you're going to go File, Save As, and we're going to give it a name. Okay, so let's just call this Baubox 1. You can call it whatever as long as it's got Baubox in the title. I'm just going to pop that in my desktop there. Okay, so we've got this little guy here. First of all, let's just zoom in a little bit. All I'm using is my scroll button on my mouse. You can use your keypad, no problem at all. Let's get rid of this dude. Edit. Cut. Just zoom out a little bit now. What we're going to do first of all is create a little rectangle. So let's just have a look at shapes here. Rectangle here. If we click there, if you notice in the bottom corner, you will see some dimensions, which are just carrying over there. If I move, you can see them happening. Now if we just type in, keep your finger on the button as you're pulling it across, 200, 100, that will give us a box 200mm by 100mm. Now if you can't quite do that, don't worry, just make sure you've got something that's of a reasonable size that's a rectangle. Ideally though, 200mm, which is this length, by 100mm. So I'm just going to move this around. If we just have a look up here, we can actually move this around with this hand tool. There we go. Just zooming in a little bit more so it's easier to see. Now my next job is to make this a bit bigger. So we're going to just treat this as a solid for the moment. So let's just drag it up and you can see the dimensions changing at the side there. We're going to go to 70mm. So let's just type 70 and enter. Okay, so we've got a nice top surface there. Now what I want you to do is to start to design your top. So let's use the line tool to start with. I'm just going to draw one little bit across there. Then I'm going to raise this area again. So let's use this tool, a push-pull tool. I'm just going to go up 5mm. Type 5 again. There we go. Now I'm just going to draw a line here to show that this is a separate piece. There we go. I'm just going to rotate round. Then put another little line in here. There we go. And let's rotate again. Yep, you can see that that's a separate piece. Now we're going to put some other separate pieces on here as well. Let's just draw ourselves a centre line. If we just scroll across here, you'll see that that's just gone blue. That's a midpoint. If I draw that line across, there we go. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to raise these two pieces up again. So I'm just going to go into here. So push-pull tool. I'm going to type 5 again, and that will make that 5mm. This one exactly the same, 5. There we go. I'm just going to draw my line around here again to the edge. Now your design can be completely different. Okay, this is just about getting some skills going with SketchUp. I'm just going across. I'll put one down here as well, just like that, so they're separate pieces. And then scoot across again. Another line here. There we go. Okay, so we've got some separate pieces now. Okay, so what we need now is to cover this joint. That would be quite nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw another line across here, like that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rub out this little line because it's going to be hidden underneath, and this line. And then I'm going to raise this up again, 5mm. Let's go up 5. Okay, there we go. Let me just put another little line around here. There we go. Let's get rid of that little bit there. We don't need that. And we also don't need this bit here. Okay. Let's just scroll around here. Okay. Just do another little line there, just to show that that top bit's separate. There we go. Let's just rotate around again. And do another little line here. There we go. And let's just rub out these two little bits here. There we go. Let's just zoom out now. Let's just move it across a little bit. There we go. And we can orbit. Okay. So what we've got now is, oh dear, I just rubbed that line out, haven't I? So I've got edit, undo. There we go. Still got that line there. That's exactly the same on the other side. There we go. So we know these two pieces move. Now what would be useful is in the corner, if we can show where they move. So let's just draw ourselves a little line here. Okay, let's go in 5mm. There we go. And we'll just go across there. Let's just have a little circle now. Circle tool, here we go. We can do a little circle. That's the radius, so we want about, say, 4mm. So 2. Oh. There we go. Just rub out the rest of that now. Okay, so we know that that can pivot in that point there now. Let's just go across here and do the same thing this time. So I'm going to go across in here, 5mm. There we go. And we're going to do a little circle. I think that should be in the same place. Yeah, it is. So the next thing we can do is a little circle here. And we're going to go out 2mm radius again, exactly the same. And then we can rub this out. Now we can raise this up if we want. So let's just go to the push-pull tool. Let's just go up 2mm. There we go. Do the same with this one. 2mm there as well. So we know that that now pivots. Let's just zoom out a bit. Let's just go to File, Save, so keep it saved. Let's just zoom out a little bit. Okay. Next thing is we can add some different shapes to it. Now this is about Bauhaus. Okay. So we're looking at the top of this. We need some primary colours. We also need some different shapes. Some of the key different shapes for Bauhaus are circles. Let's have a circle on there. Let's just raise that up 2mm. That's nice. Then we can have some triangles. So let's have a look at a couple of triangles. Maybe we can put a triangle across here. So let's go from here across to there, across to there. There we go. Now I'm just going to rub that line out there, and we're going to raise this up. We're just going to raise up 2mm. There we go. Okay, so let's just scoot round a little bit now. There we go. Now we've got that, still got that little line that's coming up there. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a line across here to there. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means that we can then see. Let's just go out a little bit. We can then see that this shape is split there. So we're going to move this slide out, and this side we're going to slide that out as well. So that's going to look quite good. Okay, we just need to put a little line on the edge of here, make sure we know it's separate. There we go. Okay, so let's just scoot around a little bit now. We're happy with that. So we've got a few little shapes on there. Okay, right then let's just move this around a little bit. Let's just add a little bit of colour. I'll just show you how to do some of it. So, paint pot, we're going to go for some primary colours. So let's go for colours. Loads of colours here, look. Okay, so we're going to go for a bright blue. Let's go for a bright blue on the let's just zoom in a little bit. Got this really bright blue on this here. And we have another colour. Maybe go for another primary nice colour. That's the darkest one, the highest red I can get. So red in there. Let's do all the edges as well. Let's just rotate around. There's another edge that we haven't done. Another edge we haven't done. You have to go around them all. Then rotate. Let's just zoom out a little bit. Zoom out a bit more. Got a couple more edges here we need to do. One in there. One in there. Okay, so let's zoom out now. So we'll end up with a blue circle and a red triangle on there. That's quite nice. Now let's make sure we understand what the rest of the box